So we are from the Technical University of Vienna, and we see the big benefits of TTOs mainly in supporting and securing the IP rights in third-party projects. So as I mentioned, the hot lithography was invented in a third-party project together with the company Ivoclar. And so it was very important to have the support from the technology transfer office there. Also to provide competent advice and consultation regarding IP, and also to enable universities to transfer these IP to industry, so to our company. And also, I mean, it's also always a question how you can exploit knowledge that is created at university. I mean, universities are in Europe usually taxpayer funded, and so how can you make the best out of this knowledge and really provide value for the whole society? And this is when you, for example, one possibility is really to transfer it, create new companies, and with new companies there are new jobs created, and this is of course great for the development of a society in general. And yeah, and also for the founders, I think it's always good if you have initial patents or patent licenses that help you as a new and fresh company, as a small company, to protect your key technology. In the case of Cubicure, it was really this hot lithography that we were able to protect there. And then it's of course much easier to found a company and to do this first step if your basement is protected. We had this patent, and basically it was the Technical University and then the professor Jürgen Stampfel and Robert Meiner who decided to really go deeper into this hot lithography topic and to commercialize it. And from Technical University of Vienna, we have still a cooperation there, of course, yeah. So also for the early patents, also concerning other patents, I think they are doing a lot of interesting research work there. And if there is something interesting and they have it, we can also license it, of course, yeah. And I think at the very beginning, this cooperation, if you set up such a cooperation, it's always important that you need to find out before what are the benefits or what are the interests of every party. I mean, it's shared IP is always like a little bit tricky, right? So you really need to find out what are the interests. For example, Ivoclar has a certain interest in dental industry, obviously. So this field is for Ivoclar, for example, and the rest of it is covered by the Technical University of Vienna. So you can use this technology outside. Yeah, basically that is what we're doing right now, to use this technology. But I think these rules need to be set up in the beginning, and then everyone can draw a benefit out of these collaborations, right? It has evolved clearly. I think at the very beginning, if you start such a company, you never have the full picture what is going to happen in the future, right? So you go inside, like you have 3D printing, and 3D printing is in many cases a platform technology. Yeah. So this means that you see many different industries where you can apply your technology. Yeah. And all industries are different. Some have different requirements. You have to adapt maybe your process. You have to create new materials to fit the industry purpose. Yeah. And whenever you do something new for an industry, yeah, then you create IP, and you want to have this protected because that's your business case in future, right? And I think that is something where we learned a lot. So we started very narrow with 3D printing patents. Afterwards, we also saw, okay, we have to do patents concerning materials. We have to do patents concerning post-processing, and so on and so on. So to cover this whole process chain, basically. And this is something I think we have not seen when we started the company, that it's a much broader. So we're much broader nowadays, yeah. Because simply you have to deal with certain topics to place your technology in industry. And yeah, on the one hand, it's time consuming, yeah, but it's also very yeah, very exciting to do it, because you see a lot of stuff, and yeah, that's how you can provide value then for every single industry you're looking into. We have patent attorneys, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, who are consulting us, who are advising us. That is something I think most of the companies have. That's nothing special. In the end, if you really want to figure out, we do monitoring, of course, in-house, and but monitoring is always a thing. You always need to have an expert that is doing that, right? And in the end, it ends up at the desks of people who are doing the development, right? So we have development engineers, we have development chemists, for example, and they have also a close look on the market in general, right? So that is something you also, if you start, for example, product development, you need to figure out what's your freedom to operate, what is new. If you have, if you create something new, you have to look it up. Can you use it? Can you protect it? Maybe, yeah. Is it worth protecting it? Well, in education, I think I attended one class that was specialized for that, but I did it during my PhD. It was actually after I came in contact with the patent topic. So I was developing materials and resins for a company, and we had actually 2 patents filed during my PhD. And this was also the first time when I came in contact with patents. And yeah, at the beginning, it's okay, what's that, and what do you have to do? So you know a little bit the patent literature, and yeah, it was very exciting. But it was a lot of learning by doing, right, and a lot of asking questions also to attorneys. And yeah, at the beginning, you have no clue. And reading, of course. I mean, there are also at the EPO homepage, for example. You can get a lot of information that really helps you understanding how it works. And I mean, it's a very complicated topic, especially if you have like US patents. It's something that works differently, like in Europe. I think it's very important also to for scientists, or not only scientists, also if you work in a company, to have an idea what is your freedom to operate. Maybe that's initially the most important things about patents. So to have a feeling, is this patent blocking me in what I'm doing right now or what I'm developing right now? I think that is very, very crucial, because if you develop something for years and then after some years you see like you end up in a product and you see, okay, there has been a patent filed, I don't know, 5 years ago, and then I think this makes everyone very unhappy.